goodness gracious. The comments that were rolling in, I couldn't like quite delete them quick enough. Apparently when you go live, if you're live streaming vertically versus horizontally, there's a whole different audience, and I have no idea about any of that stuff, but Jesse is in the know about everything. This is better anyways, because I don't have to like lean in.
Easy.
Not that I feel like my whole face needs to be on there, but it's better than being like that.
Yeah.
So, goodness. Craziness. Now, let me go back here.
Now you may be able to see the comments, yeah. Jerry says, wow, that's better.
Well, it's literally been so long since we've done a live stream, and usually we would do live streams from the computer anyways, so I couldn't remember. Hey, Andell, wow, it's been a really long time. I didn't, maybe not for Glenn. Glenn is like the live stream king. He goes through all these live streams during the day. And I don't, because he'll be at work and in the truck, so he can pop in them while he's driving and just kind of that kind of thing, but I'm at home doing this and that.
She acts like she works at home and does a whole lot.
Well, I'm darn sure not sitting on my phone. As much as I would enjoy being involved in some of these live streams, I can't.
So you can probably actually plug your phone in now if you wanted to.
You think?
It's booming.
Okay.
It's about to. On a hair clip and by my wallet sitting on the dash right now, so.
Well, we used to have a phone holder. That's why it's kind of looking at us this way rather than straight on. It would be nicer if it was like that, but that's okay. But I think it's in Glenn's other truck, and then our oldest son stole mine for his truck, so we,
Oldest son in his truck. Better watch out. She's gonna. She probably will, Andale. Now, she does more than I am capable of doing at home. I don't know how she does it all. So.
You're riding in the passing lane, and you've got a car back there, just so you know.
I see them. Helper. Got my little helper in the car.
We're getting passed in the slow lane. Just saying. I don't know how to find the live now. I'm not asking you to help me.
You just have to go to our channel.
I'm trying.
She's trying.
It's easier to watch the. Maybe this one's it. When I was clicking on the live, it kept coming up to the other live. There we go.
Dale says, "Love my little helper."
See, look, pass. Oh, you can't see. Passing in the lane because somebody is coasting in the passing lane.
Normally, she's freaking out and yelling at me because I'm driving too fast. Now I'm driving the speed she likes.
In the passing
she's
lane.
Getting on to me. I always drive in this lane. I'm just usually passing everybody. This
is why I should be responsible for teaching the children how to drive, because Glenn tailgates, Glenn speeds, Glenn coasts in the passing lane.
It's like a rants on Glenn today. So now we've never planted grapes before. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I planted 2 of them last night in the garden. We switched our garden back to Eden method.
Why did we do that?
Because Jessica wanted it. So
listen,
a lot of things that we have on our homestead, on the farm, are because Jessica wanted it, okay? We have goats that Jessica wants.
That was you.
I tried to sell them all, and we can't. And Dale, we are headed to get our dairy cow, which was my idea. Okay, this one was my idea. My idea to get rid of the goats.
Oh.
I'm trying to trade 1 for 8, now 1 for 15, because we have 7 little babies bouncing around everywhere and haven't sold them. So
and it brings you so much joy when
they
you
are
see
cute.
them.
They are cute to watch.
You know what's
fun,
not cute though?
But what's not cute is they get bigger and then they're a pain in the butt.
Because they reach this stage. So, since we're in a small group, I can explain. Otherwise, people want to come and hate on you because you're doing everything wrong. So, we have what kind of fence? It's a cattle fence.
They're cattle panels.
So, in the goat community, everybody has all these rules and they want to tell you how you're doing everything wrong. Well, we have cattle panels, which are fantastic for our goats. We've had really little problems.
The only issue we've ever had with it is the ones that have horns.
They reach a like adolescent stage where they're not babies, but they're not adults.
Yeah, they get their heads stuck, and then I have to cut my fence to get their heads out because I feel like I'm going to break their neck trying to push them out. So,
well, for a little while, if you pull their head up to the top of the cattle panel of that square that they're in and point their nose to the bottom corner, it pulls them right out. But they reach a stage where that is too tight, and you like, I don't even know how they get in there. You have to cut it to get them out unless you're willing to halfway break their neck. And
I'm not sure, because Lucy and Lily, they seem to not get their heads stuck, and they can still get their heads in there, and they can get out for the most time. But the boys just seem dumb, I guess. They can get their head in, but they couldn't get it out.
So that is the pain in the butt part for the goats. They're so cute, and they run around, they're little babies, and they jump off of things, and they're just precious. And then they get to where, if they're ornery, they get their head stuck. And I don't know that I'm really willing to burn the horns, because honestly, I've got some goats without horns because they came to us that way. But I have my male goat that apparently when they burned his horns off, it wasn't done in the right time or wasn't done right or something.
They disbutted him.
So his horns, instead of having horns, he has like these two nubs that are like this on his head.
Yeah, they kind of grow together, kind of like in. It's like they're weird looking.
And then my other doe, that she's got like one nub on her head. So I'm like, I would just rather not deal with it. Let them grow their horns, I guess. And we'll just...
Sorry, we hit a bump.
There you go. That's better. So, I don't know. That's the problem with having all the goats, because they will wreak havoc on your fence if you don't have the more expensive little bitty panel.
But everybody wanted to give us fits about our fence and how it would never work, and it has worked flawlessly, other than the fact that every once in a while one will get their head in there and you got to get their head out. But that very rarely happens with us, and
if it happens, you get a stick of shame.
We've never had our goats jump the fence. No. And those panels are, I think, either 48 or 52 inches tall.
I don't know, they come up to like here on me.
But the goats have never even tried, so.
You drive, I'll read comments. Well, I can be your helper.
I was going to say, Aunt Dale was asking earlier where we were headed. I had mentioned it, but Jerry was trying to, I think, tell him a little bit more on kind of where we were going and everything. So,
yes.
Just south of Jerry and Susan, a little ways, south and east of them.
Which, if we didn't have anything else going today, it would be kind of cool to just go a little bit farther and meet them in person. However, we are on like a really tight schedule today because we found out at last minute that our oldest son has a baseball game that they just picked up. It wasn't on the schedule. So originally when we planned today, it was perfect because there was no baseball. In fact, I need to see if Wyatt has soccer practice. We have so much going today. So this really didn't work out to be the best day for this, but we're going to run down, run back, get the cow and calf unloaded, and then we're going to literally run right back down here for a baseball game. So
not quite as far as we're going,
but it's going to feel like it because we're going to be tired.
I mean, we'll be another 45, turn around and have to drive another 45, 50 minutes south again from the house to the baseball game. And so busy day.
Busy day, and then honestly, we're probably, we haven't discussed this until right this very minute, but I'm probably just going to let that little calf stay on Mama tonight and not even try and separate him, because I just think we're going to have so much going on. I don't know how I would do it. I've kind of gotten to a place to where I'm going to have to keep adjusting this. Really trying to focus on not letting things run me that really aren't that important. So I'm likely not going to get to milk the cow in the morning because I'm not going to separate the baby from it tonight. And it's okay. So, just part of it. A house full of boys will sure keep you busy. Yes, they do go so fast, and I wish that I would have recognized where the Lord would have had me to be years ago, because I feel like I missed out on a lot of time with him. and the things that we were involved in and having them in the public school system. And now that I've got two of my three school age kids homeschooling, and just having them around all the time and really getting more time with them to pour into them, I'm really realizing just, gosh, it goes so fast and I missed out on so much time. I'm so grateful to have the extra time now, but it goes insanely quick. After this summer, we will have a 16-year-old, we will have a 13-year-old, and a 10-year-old, and then obviously the little guy will be 2, but I'm like, wow, we are hitting some big milestones with these boys. How do you do that?
Do what?
You know somebody's channel name and automatically know their personal name. That's impressive. I'm so sorry. It's not that I lack love for people. I keep having to move, sorry. But I cannot remember all of that.
So watch hours, Jesse.
Let me see. I'll tell you right now.
I think we're around 3,500-ish.
Don't look, I can do it. I'm your helper.
She's my helper.
Let's see. Right now.
Bill says it's wonderful she homeschooled their children. So you gotta click on that.
I'm going. We are at 3,474. So just.
Hey, Arlene.
Just around, I don't know, 550 hours away, basically. Less than that, but roughly.
I know right now, Gary over at Belt Loop, he's running our channel, he's been commenting, and he was, I don't know, 60 videos in. So, yeah, Ginger, that we're getting close. So, just not quite there, but we've had several people running our playlists, and
thank you to everyone that did.
So yeah, Jerry ran them all, and what's nice is when they were running them, they were commenting what video they're on, so we kind of had an idea how far through them they were. I know when I ran them on our stuff, it was off-grid, so I've been running as much as... Thanks, Ginger. So yeah,
using all that solar power.
I ran our playlist, and I think it took 3 days or so to get through the entire playlist. And it goes pretty quick in the beginning, but when you hit the live streams, when you hit all those live streams, it seems like it takes a while. So the live streams definitely sit there and go, because there were some that we did that were, I mean, it was, some of them were 2 and 3 hours long on those live streams.
3.5 Glenn days to be exact.
I'm sure it was, Jesse. I ran it on my work phone and my computer.
The funny thing is it's not like you can just run it and turn the volume down. Like, you have to have the volume up just a little bit, supposedly. This is what we were told. Or it doesn't actually count, like YouTube knows that your volume's off. And so it was so weird hearing, just like kind of faintly hearing our voices off in the distance. I was like, that is so bizarre. And then the kids are like, why is the computer on YouTube upstairs?
You had a live over 4 hours. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, we would do these live streams, and we would just say, well, we'll just keep streaming as long as there's people like active, then we'll just keep streaming it. You know, we were at that point still trying to get the watch hours too.
like I didn't have a job to actually go do. I would just sit on live streams for 4 hours.
Yeah, but we owned the company at that point, so we were like, we knew if it was a slow day, we could handle it or whatever, but we can't be doing that.
No,
now.
our live streams, like I said, we're trying to figure out if we want to do live streams again. We do want to. We just got to figure a day and a time. But we're probably thinking Monday mornings. And maybe I know Mike over at MT Homestead. He kind of does like a morning chat with Mike on Monday mornings, I believe. I'm not sure what time he does his, so we would either do ours, either the hour before his or the hour after. I know Jesse, you probably know when Mike does his.
Jesse knows everything.
So you can.
We're hitting bumps. Hold on. My goodness, there we go.
Jerry said Monday and Friday. Is that for Mike, Jerry? Is he doing his on Mondays and Fridays? I know we're gonna limit ours to an hour or so. Okay, so Big Mike does his Monday and Friday mornings. Do you know what time it is, Jerry, that he does his?
I'm going to start lives. Oh, okay.
So Jerry's gonna check it, but yeah, he goes live. So we'll just have to see, but we'll probably just do one day a week on the lives and stuff. We've been dropping videos, so we've been dropping a ton of shorts, at least one a day, if not some days we're dropping two. I think we dropped two shorts this morning.
Yeah, because I was so excited about the baby goats. So whoever wasn't in here in the beginning, we had 5 does that were bred. So far, 4 of them have kidded, and I was waiting. My favorite doe, well, I have 2 favorites, but favorites had her 3 kids last night. So the kid had some company over for dinner, and all the kids were out visiting the goats last night, like almost dark time. No kids at that point, and then Glenn went to hook up the trailer this morning and said, oh, we have 3 new babies out there. So I said, well, we have to put that as our short. So we have 2 shorts.
She must have had them sometime early this morning or late last night, because they weren't there last night at bedtime, and they were all cleaned off this morning and already walking around and everything. So
well, and I think she knew better, not for real, but I think she knew better than to go into labor when I was around, because her first time kidding last season, I pulled all 3 of her kids. Not like, I mean, I just helped once they were already coming.
You assisted.
Yeah. But like once they were already kind of halfway out, I was so afraid that they were going to be there too long and they were going to die or she was going to die. I was like hovering helicopter goat owner maniac. I'll read it in a second. So she had all 3 of her babies without me around, because she could do it all on her own, does not need me. Andel says, sometimes you just have to go on. It's not personal. I say pick a time that's good for you and go for it. And that is...
well, I know
that's for sure.
I know Big Mike does his either 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, Jerry said. I was thinking 7 to like 7 to 8. So we would either have to go 6 to 7 or a little after, and obviously being a Monday morning, I'm not sure how many people are going to be up and at it early Monday morning from 6 to 7 to be able to watch it live.
I wouldn't.
I know people have jobs also, and Mondays seem to be a little bit busier, at least for me. But when it comes to work,
we'll figure it out. I don't know that I even want to do Mondays, because the kids don't do school on Mondays, so that's kind of like still a weekend for us. I don't know. I'd almost rather do like Wednesday or Thursday morning, because usually then your weeks are kind of starting to slow down a little bit.
Jerry says you go before 7.
Me
I'm
either.
not up.
That you were getting gas or whatever when he said that. I think it's too early. I don't want to do any of that.
Probably, as I said, we probably wouldn't do it that early. It would probably be like 9 to 10 or something like that if we did it.
Team replay is okay. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We'll pick a time, and you know what? For a little while, it may be a different time each week until we figure out what works best. I don't know. It's just part of it, I guess. We had it figured out before, and it worked, and then I said I was done doing live streams for a while because it became a job. It was like I have to do it, and it just.
I think the other times we were doing it at like 8 o'clock or 8:30 on Wednesday mornings. I believe is what it was.
I would like a mid or end of the week, kind of 7 or 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock I think is better.
Like evening or morning?
Oh, morning. So the other thing is,
the evenings kind of get into time with the boys.
Yeah, we have 4 kids. I homeschool 2 of them, and so once we get to like dinner time and dinner is done and cleaned up, then that's like my time to chill, and I don't want to do anything that requires anything but relaxing. And that's usually like our time to turn on a movie with the boys, and we're addicted to popcorn. Oh, that's a good idea. This is insanity.
The things you do to try to go live while driving down the road.
And you know, I don't mind YouTube being a little bit of a job, because obviously our hope is that sometime in the future, there's no like time limit on it, all in the Lord's timing, but sometime in the near-ish future, within the next handful of years, we would like our homestead to be producing enough of an income to keep Glenn home as well. And not because we're lazy and just want to kick our feet up, but like there's plenty of work to do around there, and we would like to be doing all of it as a family. And YouTube is one of those avenues we're hoping to bring in an income. So you kind of, I guess, have to treat it a little bit as a job, but it's a job with flexibility. So for us, it's just, we're just videoing things that we're already doing, and
Say it's
that kind of thing.
Yeah, the work never stops on the farm. We call it a homestead. It should have been a farmstead or a farm.
But when I looked
when we started it, we were on a smaller piece of ground, smaller acreage. When we sold that place and we moved last year, a little over a year ago, the property we bought now, we're sitting on 100 acres now. And we bought that for the purpose of the boys hopefully being able to build a house on it down the road, and wanting to stay close to home and not start out their lives in a ton of debt. So that's why we bought the bigger piece of ground with the old house on it that we just redid. If you haven't seen that video, it is on our channel as well. We did a renovation on our 114-year-old farmhouse. So, but our goal is we already built a house on the place, on the farm, for Jessica's dad. So if you guys aren't familiar with him, he was living with us at the other house for 2 years, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Lived with us for 2 years over there. We turned the 2-car garage into about a 500 square foot apartment for him. And then when we bought this new place, it just wasn't quite set up the same to be able to do exactly what we did over there. So we actually built him a house on the front corner of the property. And
we always say we built it.
Yeah.
We contracted it, but that's how
I helped him get
it.
through all the stuff, and we did a few of the things on our own, but we just helped him get it all going and stuff. With my background and everything, I've built some houses and stuff in the past, and we actually built our own house in Peculiar back in 17. So it's just nice because he didn't have to hire a contractor to come in and build it turnkey and go through all of that and get charged an arm and a leg. We had some bids to do it, and it was almost double what we actually built it for. It was insane. So yeah, just hoping that the kids can build on there too.
Originally, we didn't know bumps and a curve.
For a ride.
Originally, we didn't know when we were naming the YouTube channel, and we have a little sign to at our property, and we didn't know whether is it a farm, is it a homestead, is it a farmstead, what is it technically. And not that it matters, but when I googled it, it was like a farm is anything larger acreage. It was like somewhere around 100 acres. A homestead is anything smaller acreage. And so we just landed on it's going to be a homestead. Doesn't matter. Sorry, wreck. Well, that was like one of those
mounts.
going around the corner and on the highway at highway speed, so it didn't work. Yeah, we have phone mounts. Glenn's is in another truck. Mine got stolen by...
I don't know that it's in the other truck. It might be in there.
I looked.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
okay.
I think it's in your black truck. And
everybody turn your head sideways.
well, we have it all kind of rigged up here, which is fine until you go around a corner. Yeah, we'll definitely have to turn this off. Holy moly, it was doing so good for so long. We'll have to turn this off when we get off the highway, because when we go to this guy's house to get this cow, or I'll have to hold it, it is like back gravel roads, and then his driveway, we called him when we came out here. So we came out here like a month and a half ago, and just to see the cow. We've kind of been burnt on some online purchases, and so we wanted, what is this for? That? Oh my gosh. And so we were like, we need to see the guy that's selling it see the cow, all that kind of stuff before we put any kind of deposit. It's the smarter thing to do. So we came out here and we called them on the way, like as we were leaving, just to see. We were going to drive the minivan because we had the kids and stuff. And he is like, I don't know if you'll get up my driveway. Good grief, we would have never made it up.
So we barely got down the road to his driveway.
Jesse says we need to get you a car mount. I didn't read that part.
He said his
I
head
saw
hurt.
that my head hurts. Yeah.
We just dropped him on his head.
I know. I got it. I didn't think about it until we were already driving, and I was like, oh, I don't know that we have it. So it is what it is. This isn't anything fancy. It's just a bumpy live stream. There. So we'll get it next time. I'll make sure we have it. Hold on, there's more highway bumps. Anytime we go on a bridge, I just know it's gonna fall.
And it wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have the trailer on, but the trailer makes it worse.
Yeah.
It's gonna fall forward.
Why does it keep doing that? It was so good for so long. Yeah. I know. Oh my goodness. We have all the stuff. I just yet till I find it all. We've got a tripod. We've got what is it? I want to say speakers. The little mic. And we put up YouTube for a minute. We ended up moving as well, and so
we've stashed it somewheres.
Hold on, I need to text. A child is texting me. Just a moment.
Let's do a 10-hour live. That will get you some hours.
No doubt. Who wants to look at us for 10 hours?
I don't have 10 hours in me, Jerry.
Like he said though, just have it. Watch the road.
See, I just gotta focus on driving. She's gonna have to keep an eye on that stuff. Even a Mexican from Houston has duct tape in his truck.
There might be duct tape in here.
So there might be some tape back here in the back. I am in my work truck, so. So we are coming up to Carthage now, so making our way down there. Not quite, probably halfway. Just thinking of going to any meetups.
That's a hard one for us because honestly we are pretty social people and we would like to go to the meetups. However,
you guys holding one in Adrian?
It's so hard with 4 kids and sports and then animals. Like, I don't know, how does anybody really leave their homestead or their farm with all these animals?
So
yes,
Jerry and Susan have a lot more. They have a lot more animals than we do, and they find time. But
well, and I think so. Once
I don't know, Jerry, are you guys milking anything though, like goats or cows? That's more so what keeps us from being able to do a lot of things. Is the dairy animals.
And once we get like with the goats, I hand milk, no milking. That's the kicker right there. Good grief. Stop turning.
I can't help it.
There. With the goats, I hand milk, and so if I don't have anybody that knows how to milk, which I did train a teenage girl, she loves it. She came out and milked when we went to Colorado. She's fantastic. But eventually she'll be going off to college and all that kind of stuff, so I've only got her for like, I don't know what, 3 more years probably. But this time around, now that we have the cow coming, we did get a milk machine so that other people can help. So my dad and Nancy are always help. So once we get the cow settled in and know what we're doing with this, then she'll learn how to do it and she'll be happy too. It's just hard too, like with the kids working around sports schedule and stuff, which obviously if if our oldest goes homeschool, that will change a lot of things. But I would like them to go with us to the meetups too, is the thing. You know, they're just as much a part of this as we are, and
hey, Eddie.
that kind of thing.
Eddie is Devil Dog.
Of course, you know everybody's name. Glenn is way cooler than me. He runs the YouTube channel, I run the house. Not like in charge of, but like making the things happen that need to happen. No better friend, no worse enemy. That's funny. So how far do we have?
I don't know. We're almost to 44. So we're probably halfway, maybe a little more than halfway. I don't know. Right around halfway. Getting ready to get on 44, and then we got about 8 miles on 44, and we'll get off and head over into Sarcoxy and then down through Monette. So we're about done with highway miles here.
So it's gonna get bumpier.
We're gonna get into roads that aren't as good, so just get ready prepare yourselves for your heads to hurt a little bit. The phone might get dropped a couple of times.
I'm holding on to it. We're getting ready to go around a corner.
Yeah, sharp one.
So we like to go places, just not all the time. Like when I think about leaving,
we're gonna do a 2-week live in July.
Oh gosh.
Solid 2 weeks. We're going to Alaska.
Yeah.
So we'll do a solid 2-week live stream and just let it run.
We're enjoying the trip. We're not live streaming. Okay, see, look, I prevented it from
We would
falling.
definitely get some watch hours there.
Well, I'm sure we'll do some things, but a live stream is not one of them. Be a family vacation, focus on the kids and soaking up the things that we're going to see and do.
And no, it won't be...
Can't run longer than 12 hours at a time.
We'll just restart them.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Now, we're not going on the cruise. If anybody's wondering, I'm pretty sure that's sometime in July as well, where a lot of the YouTubers, Jesse and Lisa and Scott at Rambling with the Brums, and
Oh, that would be cool.
a lot of them are going on an Alaskan cruise.
Jesse says, where did your trailer go? Made you look. You're so funny. I'm probably blocking your view. There you go.
No, yeah, good.
Okay. I think we're safe for a minute of falling.
We're good for about 8 miles.
Yeah. Until you hit another curve or a... August 24th is the cruise. I'm sure it would
Jerry
be really
says
fun.
Susan and I are going
Oh,
on
I didn't see that.
cruise.
And there, I'm sure everybody will be YouTubing. We don't need to go. We'll just watch
Everybody, I can
everybody's.
say everybody be running around their
Yeah.
phones out,
That's
YouTubing
funny.
everybody.
It would be fun. I think as the kids get older and it's more so like just kind of Glenn and I think would be more the time for us to be involved in those kinds of things. But who knows? If there's a local meetup, I'm sure we'll go to it.
So I think the next one is the 10 Killer meetup, which I'm not sure when that is. I know Jesse knows.
Jesse knows everything.
I can't remember if that one's in Oklahoma or where it's at, but Jesse can put the link in the chat.
If he wants to, he doesn't have to.
Say if he wants to. I'm sure everybody in here already knows about that one, so.
I would feel trapped on the water, like having my feet on the ground. Oh, on a cruise. Yeah, some people are not down with cruises. We've went on a few of them and we enjoy it. However, I kind of like the freedom. We like the freedom of like doing a VRBO somewhere, or we've done all-inclusive resorts. We kind of like that kind of thing a little bit better just because of the freedom. I don't like living on so much of a schedule where you have to be at breakfast at this time, you have to be at dinner at this time, you have to get off the boat at this time, be back at this time. It's like everything's so regimented.
So we talked about an Alaskan cruise, but we just felt like we wouldn't be able to see much of Alaska that we want to see in the 2 weeks that we're there because of where the cruises leave from and where they go to, and you don't have the option to really go and travel and see a whole bunch, even at the ports when you get off. You're very limited on time, so we opted to go with a couple of Airbnbs, and I think we're going to stay for a week in Seward, Alaska, and do some stuff there. Probably drive over to Homer, Alaska from there. I think it's a couple hours or something over to Homer, and Hunter's wanting to do some halibut fishing and do a fishing charter and stuff, so we'll probably end up doing something like that. And then after that first week, we're going to drive up to Healy, Alaska, and then go up to see Denali National Park and some of the stuff up that way. So it'll be fun. It'll be a lot of driving, a lot of traveling, but you know, we go on vacation, it seems like it's just more busy than it would have been if we stayed home, but we definitely want to see things while we're there and enjoy it. So that's kind of the itinerary for our Alaska trip currently. We need to sit down and go over it some more and
start booking,
nail down some stuff, and actually book the fishing charter and book a few of those things that we're going to actually go do. So, and then I'm sure we'll do some stuff kind of flying by the seat of our pants a little bit when we get there too. So
we're going to eat salmon.
I'm not going to eat salmon.
I am eating salmon. Wyatt and I and Rhett will eat salmon.
Say Hunter will eat salmon, but
will he?
Yeah,
he ate the salmon that I put on the Blackstone.
I'm just not a big salmon person. They say the salmon up there is a lot better because it's not as fishy tasting, I guess. So I'll probably try it, but I won't order it. So it won't be the meal of my choice.
When in Alaska, eat like an Alaskan.
Moose.
Oh, I'd eat moose.
Moose and caribou. I'm more of a red meat kind of guy.
I don't know. I just feel like there's so many things that we don't get to experience here, and if we go somewhere, I like to experience the things that we don't. I don't want a cheeseburger. I can eat that at home. I want to see the animals that aren't roaming on our farm, and I want to eat the food that I
want to see the animals up
not
close.
Not all of them.
Like the grizzly bear, you want them up close.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't. No, we do not.
Me and Hunter do.
Yeah. I do think it would be cool. So I do a little bit of photography, and so I think it would be really neat to go on they do photography trips where they take you and see different animals up close just for photography aspects, and I think that would be really neat, but I'll have my camera and take hundreds of pictures the whole time. This will definitely be one of those trips that the photos are not all just on my phone.
No, it'll be probably a once in a lifetime. If we go back, it would probably be a cruise, like she said, just her and I or something. But with the boys.
I'm talking about the meetups. That cruise is what I was talking about.
Oh.
We'll do more meetup type stuff when it's just when the kids are older.
I'd say the meetups would be fun. We did the one a few years ago with Dale and Lisa, and can't remember the other channel that did it with us. But we met some really nice people over there. That's where we actually met Jerry and Susan for the first time, was at that meetup. And then we also met Jan and Simply Jan Homestead, Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. A lot of them came over there to Fort Scott, Kansas when we did that, and were able to meet some people in person there. So that was kind of fun.
It was a little bit easier though. My dad kept the big boys, and I was pregnant with Rhett, so we didn't have any.
Getting off here.
Oh, I'll hold the camera.
Yeah, hold our phone.
I don't think
over.
I don't think we had any goats and milk or anything like that at the time either. No, because actually right after I had Rhett, we started having goats having kids. So it was a little bit easier then, but you just gotta have people that know how to take care of your stuff while you're gone. It's just stressful for me because, especially when you have an animal and milk, if somebody doesn't truly know what they're doing, it can wreak a lot of havoc on your dairy animal, as far as if they get mastitis, and then you run the risk of, them maybe getting sick enough where you have to dry them off, and I don't know. most people don't care for your animals like you do, and so it makes me nervous. My aunt and uncle had some on it. The people didn't intentionally do it, obviously, but they forgot about one of their dogs that was left in a barn.
Got trapped in the shop
for days, and
a couple days.
So that kind of stuff makes me nervous. So it's just a process. We've got like I said, a wonderful little teenage girl that's actually Hunter's age, and she adores the goats. She comes and milks for me when we need it. But she's a busy girl, so she's not, just sitting around twiddling her thumbs. So her schedule has to line up with ours. But we'll get Nancy on the milk machine, and she'll be able to milk. And having the milk machine will make a world of difference with not having to know how to hand milk. As long as you practice clean practices and wash things up good when you're done milking, it should be just fine.
The milk machine me.
Oops. I was even holding it.
Ouch.
Sorry. I'm trying so hard. I have one job. Hold the camera. One job.
So we're going to get down into the hills and stuff here before long, and a lot more bumpy roads. So
I'll just keep holding the phone.
We'll see how long it allows us to stream and
yeah, it might kick us off.
Not lose everybody because of signal. So.
I'm kind of surprised that Hunter hasn't jumped in here. I remember we used to do our live streams and they would get notified at school.
Him and Owen would jump on half the time, and Garrett.
They'd end up, hey, in the chat. I'm like, why are you not doing schoolwork? That's the other thing that kind of cracks me up with like the public school system. These kids have so much time that I'm like, why are you not in class learning? Oh, we don't have anything right now. Okay.
So Hunter goes to school for 8 hours a day, and then they have him for another 3 for practice, and our other boys at home are usually done with their homeschool stuff in about 3 hours. If it's a rough day and they're not behaving as well as they should, then sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but still normally done in half the time that Hunter gets done with his stuff at school. So just a lot of wasted time.
Lisa says, hi, you beautiful people listening while making Jesse's bacon. Don't forget the maple syrup.
Don't lick her, Jesse.
Oh gosh, that's so funny. That is too funny. We were watching the video the other day when we had first kind of started YouTube. Jesse and Lisa sent us this box for the boys full of toys, and the toys that like grandparents would send, like googly eyes,
little guns that shoot little foam balls.
Yeah, so they had an absolute blast, and we were rewatching that video the other day, and I forgot I had ended it. Wyatt was sitting on the couch with his feet propped up, and he actually ended up falling asleep, but he had the googly eyes on. It was so funny. Are we stopping?
Yeah.
Good.
Potty break.
Yeah. Road trip potty break. It's funny, as we travel with the kids, I'm like, I don't care if you need to go to the restroom. Get out and go try. Because otherwise we'll stop at the gas station, and kid you not, we no sooner get back on the highway and somebody's got to go so bad. I'm like, we just stopped. Nothing worse than having a 2-hour trip turn into a 3-hour trip because of all the stops you have to make. There you go. Now I can let go.
So now you can talk.
Good grief. My back muscles are going to be so tight after like leaning like this for 2 hours. It's part of the phone holder upper. You know what's weird is this. The chats are not coming up on there. That's weird. Oh, I can watch it on Glenn's phone. Oh, yeah, they are. Rich Cat Ranch. Hey, hey, how are you? Find the tape. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, baby woke up. Who knows? It's Glenn's truck. Oh, hey, has anybody... Glenn, we got this package in the mail, and Glenn says, well, I don't remember ordering anything. So we got contacted by Grubterra, and they wanted us to try out their product and then like share about it on our YouTube channel. And Glenn said, oh yeah, a bunch of people have been trying that. So it must be a pretty big thing right now. And I'm putting my boots back on. And so I don't know if anybody that's on our live stream has tried that, what their thoughts were on it. I mean, it looks good to me. I think the chickens will love it. It's farm raised, more calcium than mealworms. Great for chickens, reptiles, fish, and birds. Jerry just, darn it, went away. Jerry just posted my Grub Terra. Oh, hey Jerry, just posted my Grub Terra video on Monday. Cool. We have done 2 reviews on it. Perfect. I'll have to look at that. Like I said, Glenn is, please don't ever be offended if you've posted something and I haven't seen it. Glenn is the YouTube guy. Like, he can listen to that stuff while he's driving. And I just, like, I try and pop into lives on the weekend or whatever while I can have the computer going and I'm like cooking or something, but I haven't. Ginger uses it. Perfect. So I will go back and watch those. But are you liking it? I'm gonna plug my phone in. It's getting low battery, it says. Voila. I don't know. It looks good. Black soldier fly larva. Grubs are not for human consumption, it says. I don't know. Looks good. They sent this whole 1-pound bag, so it's nice that they actually sent a good try of it rather than some little bitty, like, you know, sample size. Thank you, Jesse. I will do that. We have not eaten, but the chickens love it. Good. Ducks love them. Not so much for the geese. Great treat. High quality product. Perfect. I'm going to go check these videos out and we're going to try it out and post our video about it. And who knows, maybe we'll be a regular orderer. Yet they're trying to put crickets in the food. What? Huh. Interesting. Like Grub Terra is trying to put chicken or crickets in the food for this or somewhere else. I don't know. All right, well, you get Glenn. Oh, and human food, right? That's funny.
What?
We were talking about the Grub Terra. Jesse posted the links of people that have done it. You don't watch it except for the weekend. Which is it? It's not that I don't watch. I just don't get a chance to watch. And then sometimes on the weekends, I can turn on a live while I'm cooking or something. Glenn is like really good at it, not me. Do you need any snacks? You need to purchase you anything?
I don't know. No, I'm fine right now.
No fat kid food?
No fat kid food for me. Not right now. So, looks like little man woke up. Hi. Can you say hi? Say hi? What are you smiling at? Yes, Kathy, it is sun shining, beautiful weather here. It's 64 outside right now. I think we're supposed to get up almost 70 today, close to it. So it is nice weather out. So yeah, he just woke up, so he's been napping pretty good the whole way down here, so which is nice. I'm gonna have to get the address actually plugged in here for a minute. So bear with me while I do that. I'll try and get it in here pretty quick and then I can get back on here. So right now it's showing us about an hour away still, so we're a little over halfway there. Mom? You in Monette now? No, Jerry, we are in Sarcoxy at the moment, so not quite to Monette. We're getting close, so not too much farther to Monette. And then once we hit Monette, it's a lot of windy roads and hilly country to get to his house. So can't tag on the phone. Okay. Yep, just north of you. Just north of you, Jerry. So we had to make a quick stop here and use the restroom. Once you get past Monette, there's really not a lot down in there for gas stations and stuff, at least where we're headed. If you were to keep going towards Cassville and staying on the main road, then there would be, but he's actually just kind of east and north of Cassville a little bit. So that's where we're headed currently. Hopefully it won't take us long. Oops, about knocked you guys over again. Hopefully it won't take us long to get the cow loaded up and the calf and then get headed back, because again, we are on a tight time schedule today, trying to get back to Hunter's game. Worst case scenario, we get back and Jessica will go to Hunter's game if we get back a little bit later than we would like. So we're trying to not, though.
Hold on, I gotta hold that phone for you. Take off. Hey.
We're flying through there.
Gotta get to the dollar store.
Well, they turned in the wrong way. So we are actually just north of Jerry and Susan a little bit now.
Okay.
They're in Neosho.
Oh, turning. I wonder if I can post a.
What?
Awake and talk.
If you can post what?
Well, I want to share Wyatt's link to his little Facebook channel. So Wyatt has started his, did I say Facebook channel? Wyatt has started his YouTube channel. And he's only got a few videos so far, but it is so cute. Can't tag on the phone. So, let's see if I can find it.
Say his is under his name. It's under Wyatt Messick. But he's been making little videos on CapCut.
Oh,
and
he just
together.
added one 35 minutes ago.
Ah, looks like a chicken video.
Yes. Let's see if I can copy. There, yes. I'm gonna do it. Okay, copy link. I'll put it in the chat. Okay. Check out. Oops, I said check out and hit enter. I didn't mean to. There you go.
Nope.
There it is. So he posted, him and our oldest went fishing the other night, and so he posted some
I built a
videos.
lot of fence down here.
Every time we pass this one, it has to be a ranch.
There's a farm down here. He raises the Appaloosas and stuff, and they're like show horses, show quality. Well, back in my early 20s, I built a lot of fence and stuff working for a guy, and we'd always come down to Sarcoxy once a year and redo several of his paddocks and stuff for him. So every time we pass that guy's farm, he's right on the main road here. I always tell Jessica that I built a lot of that fence over there.
How many of the boys have blue eyes versus brown eyes? So Glenn has blue
I'm
eyes.
the only blue-eyed person.
I have brown eyes. Hunter has hazel eyes that will go from blue to green. Wyatt has brown.
Reds are hazel for the most
Easton's are.
His are
a hazel too, but they're more along the like brownish green. And then reds are more along Hunter's line with the bluish green. So nobody is a blue-eyed baby. Everybody.
My eyes just look really blue today. I don't know if it's just the sun hitting it or the shirt that I have on as well, but
and mine are always brown as brown. Yours are so much cooler. Today. It's probably because you're wearing blue and the lighting is pretty light right in here.
I was looking at it earlier. I'm like, man, my eyes don't usually look that blue.
So Wyatt started his little YouTube channel. We were hesitant if we were gonna let him, because I didn't want him to be like worried about how many subscribers and likes he has, and worried about checking it all the time. And we try and closely monitor their screen time and that kind of stuff. But as long as we keep track of it, he's done really good little videos. It's cute. He was driving the tractor the other day, picking up. So we had stalled the horses when we had the channel. If you'll scroll up one before your comment, Jesse dropped a link. If you can't find it, let me know and I'll copy it and put it back in there too. So we installed the horses when we had a ice storm coming, because at the time we didn't have a barn out there for them. We still don't, but we will. And, or not really a barn, but like a
lean-to.
That looks like it's more on there. It feels like it's about to fall that way. And so we still had everything piled up, but it hadn't been cleaned out. So he drove the tractor and scooped everything up, took it down to the compost pile. So he made a video of that, and then he just posted one of his chores. And he is really into right now making these Lego videos where you take all these multiple pictures of the Legos and then use this app that strings them all together and it makes a video. It's really cute. So he's been doing that. I don't know that he's posted any of those. Oh, that's okay. I can always email you the link too. Just let me know if you can't find it. It's Wyatt Messick, and then what is it? Wyatt underscore. Hold on, I have to see it. Underscore M2012, something like that. So it's on there. Oh, look, we're getting a little glitchy again. So sorry about that. But he does that, and then he posted this morning his chores. So really cute. And his little fishing video. Most of his stuff will be shorts, but I just think
I would say all of his stuff will be shorts.
Yeah. He likes it, so
he's having fun with it.
He is enjoying it. That's for sure.
I always like when we get down into this part of Missouri.
I wonder if I can swap it here.
You get down into not quite the hills here, but once we get down closer to this guy's house, I have jokingly tried to get Jessica to move 100 times to the mountains and stuff, and she's not quite ready for that move yet, but I would love to be more in an area where we were more mountainous and hilly kind of landscape versus flat farmland, row crop, everything around you. So,
I love the farmland, but I do like when we get into the hills too.
that's probably why I was going out west and being in Colorado and Wyoming and stuff. It's just so much nicer for me.
See, we are definitely still at row crop